What's up everybody? Today I've got another shoe as part of the 10 Days of Air Jordan series. It's a shoe that's kind of a big deal, I think, because it's a recent release, so it deserves a video in its own right, which this is. It just so happens to fit in with the monthly not theme. Anyway, today we're talking about the Air Jordan 7 in Flint Grey. If you get anything out of the video, smash the like button, comment down below if you've got anything to say, and if you haven't subscribed already, click subscribe. And while you're there, hit that bell button, the one that gives you the notifications. That way you know whenever I've uploaded a new video, there's a new one there waiting to be watched. Also, I've got an Instagram page, it's 3 kicks a day, just like the YouTube channel, and there you're going to find a bunch of shoe related content. So go over there and give me a follow. So you know I want to break this shoe down, but before I break it down, let's go over a little bit of history about the shoe, starting with the year it was introduced, and that was 1991. The Flint Grey colorway was first released in 2006, and it's made its way back to us now in 2021. The Air Jordan 7 coincided with the release of another pretty famous Tinker Hatfield design shoe, the Air Huarache. That shoe has inspired the design of the 7 a lot, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the Air Huarache, I guess, was a fairly simple shoe in its design. The upper was predominantly made up of 2 materials, and that was a neoprene bootie with some leather overlays over the top to give it a bit of structure. There was a focus on comfort with that shoe. And that's what we see in the Air Jordan 7. If you think about the Air Jordan 3, 4, 5, 6, we have a lot of features that were introduced over the years. Exposed air cushioning, lace locks, translucent midsoles, mesh panels, 3M material with oversized tongues, and all of that is gone in the Air Jordan 7. Well, we still get some pretty aggressive panels, but I mean, it's a lot more subdued in its design. I think it works really well, especially when it's paired to a colorway as clean as the Flint Grey colorway. I mean, there are 2 colors that don a majority of the midsole, with a few pops of purple and black just to contrast the grey and the white. Let's take a more detailed look at the shoe, starting with the outsole. And what we've got in the outsole is a different tread pattern that you might be used to from a basketball shoe. We don't have any lines or herringbone here. Instead, what we've got is a bunch of circles that have been etched into the rubber midsole in the forefoot and the top of the midfoot predominantly, and around the heel. It's a grey outsole with triangular patterns that show white, purple and black in some parts. The Jumpman logo is also on the heel, and that's in purple. I think from an aesthetic perspective, it adds a bit of interest by having some colors to offset the grey midsole, and the patterns also give it a little bit more interest. Moving into the midsole, and what we've got is predominantly a white midsole, but what you'll notice is that crater design from the outsole has wrapped up into the midsole, and that triangular patterns are dominating parts of the midsole. You'll see that predominantly in the heel and forefoot areas, and the only other color that you're really getting in the midsole is a black accent that sits in between that rubber outsole and the white triangles from the midsole. into the upper, and this is where we start to see those design cues coming over from the Air Huarache. We'll start with the main material that makes up a bulk of this shoe, and that is the grey suede. If you think of the grey suede as being the base of the shoe, we've then got a textured leather over the top of that to give a bit of structure, and that also wraps all around the heel. We've got some cutaways as well around the heel that don't expose any material underneath. Then what we've got is a neoprene bootie that sits inside of those materials to add a lot of stepping comfort. That's done in a dark grey, and it extends to the tongue. That tongue is also perforated down the bottom half. The package is finished off with some white laces. As far as other colours go, we've got some purple and black. Purple for the Jumpman logo on the side of the shoe, as well as the branding on the tongue. Then with the triangle on the back of the heel, we've got a black triangle base, some grey, and the number 23 done in purple. Enough talk about the shoe, let's take a look at how they look on feet. There you have it, guys. That's my look at the Air Jordan 7. For me, it was a must cop. I absolutely love the design of the 7. And when I saw the Flint Grey being re-released, I knew I had to have it. Only because I really like this more muted type of colorway when it's matched to this silhouette. But I'm interested in your thoughts. What do you guys think of it? Leave a comment down below. But until the next video, laters.